our master monster hunter. How would you approach killing one?
A full-on vamp, you mean? Lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. And that's not the end of it. The suckers are wily. And no offense.
None taken. Wiliness keeps me alive. More or less.
Lower city. So this is where... This is Baldur's Gate. The city of Baldur's Gate. We're just entering there. And this is where everyone is gonna be. Why is this taking so long? The game is on an SSD, and it says it's 100%. Basilisk Gate. Oh, wow. The map has just literally exploded. Damn. There's just so much to do now. Okay, before we continue, I'm gonna get to camp. I don't think it's Shadowheart or Lae'zel or him. I don't think it's Jalhira. Could it be Isobel? That's the only person I can think of because she was Thorm's daughter. Or could it be Karlach? Please don't tell me it's Karlach. I mean, I have no reason to doubt her. Could be Withers though.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? The girl could not bear thou, a breaker of... She has left. She left me. Hast thou other business?
I don't think it's Gale. Gale has been pretty honest. But now he's created enough doubt. She's also been pretty honest.
Sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells
Enough, Mezora.
How else? We bargain, sisters.
Infernus contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand.
What
and
the
Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
This is difficult. Okay, I'm gonna make a save here. What should I do? To condemn him to more than a lifetime, but he also has to save his father. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with 3, but in my actual playthrough, I'm gonna go with 2.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Oh god.
We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves.
Gods, I spent 7 years and never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baldur's Gate safe from Tiamat's rage. But that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead.
A moment passes.
The Ravengard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to... I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 Netherstones and take back our minds. And the city.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly a single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved. I never thought the legendary blade of... Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? The absolutists worked a number on me at Moon. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Ugh, you are... I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this Savor her company. My mistress can be so... capricious. Correct. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body secret. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
Let's negotiate with the devil now.
Why? I'm supplying... I tell you what. When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. The 9 hells of Baldur. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zarya. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself.
Now I'm gonna go with this. Cause like, I ain't killing him. I know that, I mean, subjecting Will to condemning Will to a lifetime of damnation like that, and more, it's a difficult choice, but, I can't kill off his father.
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beatur.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After... You know what? Not for the great...
Need to find a way forward.
So, the devil himself. As for whether it's truly the crown Carcer's forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the crown of Carcer's for ourselves, before anyone else does.
I just took a moment to pause the game and think about everything that had happened and how all the events are connected. It's such a complex game with such a complex intertwined narrative. It's just unbelievable.
Twice Mazoris held my feet to... But my father will live. We will return the Grand Duke to his people. And forever a devil's leash will choke me. Sometimes, fate closes a door for good. The hells will take my soul. I'll make my peace with it. Besides, there's no time to wallow in self. We should hurry to this mystery prison and retrieve my father before Mazora tries pulling more tricks. This prison's in the lower city. Let's move. We will knock him out if we...
Your skull vibrates in concord with the astral prism.
Bring me to your duke. I will shield him, as I
Why would you do that?
Better to bring him into the fold than to leave you distracted by regret.
Well then, what else is on your mind?
It can't have been easy for Will to resign himself to the pact. But I'm glad he chose his father. Then that's where we need to go.
Why the stunned face? You look like you've seen a devil. The pup dug his own hole, darling. I've always been the to it. Go to Gortash's secret. Of course, you could always leave, but that would make Will's sacrifice worthless. And I know you wouldn't want that. Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details. Devils, demons, deserted. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, it's a win-win. You have the best ideas. Oh, you are. I'd have thought you'd figured. The dead three in that savor her company. My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hell I call the first hell. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Correct. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body seated. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Why? Like I said, I'm the giving type.
Cool.
Don't waste a step.
Where is bed, by the way? There's the Githyanki. I can't call her Lae'zel for some reason. It's always there is the Githyanki in my head for some reason. Okay, go to bed. Nice.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of its rebellion against Orin and Gortat. Once those orders are complete...
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in some... Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself... I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. Not Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long, though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way yours. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the... Together, we brought order to chaos. And I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not.
Wait, no. That's not what I meant to do.
You have shown me.
I didn't. This becomes romantic. It's like you have to be careful to not romance the characters. If you don't want to romance them. Oh, I definitely don't want to romance.
She was my business partner. Dukes, it was together. I could not have done any of it. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing.